Um, Last week, I know immediately following this service last week, so once we were done about 12:15, I know there were a number of you, because I've heard from you, a number of you that ended up heading home and watched the memorial service for Charlie Kirk and watched either part of it or all of it, and you sat kind of glued to the TV or online, however you watched it. We really did witness something truly remarkable and potentially transformational last week. Not just for individuals, and I know because I've talked to a number of you for whom what happened to Charlie Kirk has been pivotal in your own life to take more seriously things of faith and things of a more spiritual nature, and recognizing that perhaps God is doing something unique in your life. I have never seen in my 55 years on this planet what we witnessed last Sunday. Hundreds of millions of people heard the gospel of Jesus Christ and continue to hear the gospel of Jesus Christ. Yeah, it really is amazing. People who were friends of Charlie Kirk's shared the gospel very naturally. There were political figures that shockingly shared a powerful witness of the gospel of Jesus Christ. It was phenomenal. And probably for me, and I think for many others, most consequential comments, potentially even the past 100 years or so, were given by a grieving widow, Erica Kirk, showing the gospel and forgiving. And forgiving her husband's assassin. It was a beautiful moment. He was murdered in public, but forgiveness in public is another thing entirely. And it is beautiful, it is painful, and it is the right thing for this cultural moment, and it's the right thing for this generation to see Jesus lifted high. Now, if you've been online, you have seen cynical responses to what happened last Sunday, and I get it, and I understand we are, once again, a free nation able to do that. And others saying that there are ulterior motives in sharing the gospel like this, or that motivations were duplicitous on that stage there for the memorial. But I think of Paul's words to the church in Philippi in Philippians chapter 1, verse 15 to 18. We'll have them up there for you. Paul was in prison, and he says this: "Some, to be sure, are preaching Christ from envy and rivalry, but others from goodwill. The latter do so from love, because they know that I am placed here for the defense of the gospel. The former proclaim," the former being those out of envy and rivalry, "the former proclaim Christ from selfish ambition, not sincerely, because they think they can cause trouble for me or my imprisonment." Verse 18, what is the result? "Only that in every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Christ is being proclaimed, and in this I rejoice." Folks, in our world today, I don't believe there's ever been a more clear declaration of the gospel of Christ with the boldness that has been proclaimed since that happened, 2.5 weeks ago. And we find ourselves in this position as a church as well, not just in our culture having heard the gospel of Christ like that, but we have a responsibility as well to welcome those who have heard perhaps for the very first time who Jesus is, to disciple them, to help them, come alongside of them. God is doing something in our midst that is undeniable. And there are some of you who are here at Life Church, just like across other Bible-believing churches across the valley this morning and over the past several weeks. If you are here directly because of the incidences that have happened and the shaking that has happened, I want you to know that you are absolutely welcome here. This is a place for you to be able to ask questions, a place for you to be able to explore what it means to have faith in Jesus Christ. And I want you to know your friends are welcome as well, even if they haven't made a decision for faith at this point. Please create that invitation. Have others come be a part of what God is doing, not just here at Life Church, but across other Bible-believing churches here in the Valley. And I want you to know you are loved, right? You are absolutely loved. So thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time and for trusting us in this moment in your own life. Jesus truly is the only answer. He truly is. He will receive you as he has received each of us. And really, it's an open invitation to new life that every one of us have had the opportunity to respond to. And I want you to know every one of our lives before meeting Jesus, absolutely a mess. And I want you to know after meeting Jesus, there's still messes to clean up, right? So you are in really, really good company here at Life Church Utah, because we don't have it all figured out.